if you had to have a conversation about yourself, about the accomplishments that you've gone through, the stories that you have about your struggles, about your journey, about your life, you wouldn't really have a lot to talk about. Let's be honest. In our youth today, in our today and age, we're all scrolling. We're all lost in the digital world. We're all lost in books. We're lost in YouTube videos. We're lost in other people's stuff. You never give yourself time to do your own thing. And something that I've realized is that people just don't dare to be interesting. Like, look at all of these bibs on my wall, okay? Look at all of these bibs. These are all races that I've raced. That's like, every one of these is 3 miles. It's a 3-mile running race. So that's like 100 miles on my wall. And there's still more that I haven't hung up yet, but still, the point still stands. Like, every single one of these is a story. That trophy over there, there's a story behind that. We shouldn't have got that trophy, but it's a really good story. That some of these medals up here, they got stories. Like, I remember all the experiences I went through. I don't remember scrolling on my phone. I don't remember watching that movie. I don't remember watching other people's YouTube videos. I honestly don't remember any of them. I honestly don't. Except for like the life-changing ones, like self-improvement for the most part. I don't remember watching Mr. Beast. So years into the future, when your son asks you to tell you a story about himself, about yourself, what are you gonna say? You're gonna say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't really have anything interesting. I was too busy watching videos. I was too lazy. I was studying a little bit and that's it. You need to develop some lore. Develop some lore. Put yourself through some trials and tribulations. Find something to do. For me, it was running. I have so many stories. Like, there was this one time, I ran a 4:57 mile during Ramadan. No water, no eating. It was right at the end of the day. I was so hungry, I was so thirsty, but I ran that PR. I ran my fastest time in the mile during Ramadan. And I've never ran faster since. That's a story I could tell my kids. That's a story about how I could say, if they're like lazy on their phone, if I see them on their phone, remember, I ran a 4:57 mile while fasting. Like, you need to develop that kind of lore that you can tell your kids. Maybe one day just walk to school. Maybe if it's like 6 miles away, wake up at like 5 and just walk to school. Or find something to do, find something to go through. Like, for me, I remember the time I woke up at 4 in the morning, like for a couple weeks straight to train during Ramadan. I did it for like 1 or 2 weeks because Ramadan is like a month. So I remember waking up at 4 every day to just run, going to bed at 7. I remember all the time I spent training, the time I spent reading, the time I spent reading. No, I don't really remember reading anything, but I remember the time I spent applying what I read, actually doing the work. I remember the time I spent making these videos. Do something with your time that you will remember doing, or else you're just gonna go down as a nameless person in history. Look, I've left my mark on the world already. 500 subscribers, I could die today and someone's gonna miss me. Someone's gonna miss me. Someone's gonna remember my name. Someone's gonna realize Faris hasn't posted next week. He hasn't posted his video. Build something, build a legacy, build some lore, have some stories to tell your kids. Like, go hike, go camping in the woods for like 3 days. I've never done that, but I want to. I will do it in the future. Like, go survive off the wild. That would be amazing. That would be an amazing story to tell. Maybe get some friends and do that. I know I'm gonna do that eventually, maybe this summer. But yeah, you need to build some lore for your kids. Find experiences to build your character. Because if you're just going through the days every single day, you're not really growing that much, doing what you do every day, staying on the same routine. You wake up, you go to work, you study, you do all that. You need some adventure in your life. You need something that is just, it'll be like your hero's journey. You need something like that, okay? You need something like that. Find that thing. Find that thing and go all in. My name is Faris Faisal. Think big. I'm out. Develop your lore so you can tell your kids some interesting stories. My name is Faris Faisal. I'm out. Think big.